Eisman from the pistol motions Easton Eisman to the near side. Two wide receivers there, one tight end to the right. Straight drop back, and they do get a screen pass. Saxon pops it up. Oh, and it's caught off the deflection by the lineman. He's going to go. Touchdown. Wyatt Ziegler, are you kidding me? One running back for Webersick in the shotgun. They hand it to Schmidt in the backfield. Schmidt has a hole on the right side. Shane Anderson, oh, he ripped the ball out. Ball's out. Shane Anderson's got it. It's Mobridge Pollock football. Shane Anderson has done that time and time again. Max Saxon gets the handoff up the middle. Saxon with good blocks. Now the pile pushing its way. Saxon breaks out of it. No man in front. Saxon 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. That's a Tiger touchdown. It looked like he had been stood up at maybe the 40. And all of a sudden, number 4 comes rumbling out of all those bodies, and off to the races he went.
We're pleased to be joined now with Mobridge Pollock head football coach Donovan Flaherty. And Coach, no more hypotheticals compared to our earlier conversations. You've seen your team play now 2 full games. What have you learned about your football team?
This team, I feel like from last year, we've really done a good job of continuing to understand that our identity is about a tough-minded, really hit you in the face type of team. And that's where now we have to continue to evolve offensively, defensively, to make sure we're getting the best out of our kids.
A 17-point loss to Groton last week, but closer than that in a lot of ways. Almost 300 yards of total offense, 14 first downs. Got a lot of push from that offensive line, and the defense made big stops in that second half. What did you like from last week's game, and what's the biggest thing that needs improvement?
Just going back to our toughness, we just grinded the ball out. We had more rushing yards than Groton for the second straight year. We converted half of our third downs. That's playing winning football there. The part we got to fix is we got to be able to finish when we get into the red zone, right? We work this hard to get that far. We got to finish and do our job to be able to finish the drive.
This Miller team that you're playing tonight threw the ball 39 times in their first game after you've played a couple of real run-heavy teams in Lee Deadwood and Groton. What was the adjustment in practice this week, getting the guys used to a much different attack?
Not necessarily an adjustment, just turning the page maybe in our defensive playbook and our defensive system, doing things a little bit different because of what they do, but not necessarily trying to do anything crazy, just some simple adjustments that you have to do on a week-to-week basis.
Isaac Hunter on Miller. He's a handful. Well over 100 yards receiving and an 85-yard kick return touchdown. What's the key to containing number 0 in green?
We just got to make his life difficult. We got to obviously get a good pass rush on the quarterback. And we got to be able to, make things difficult with the timing of their routes.
And, Coach, what's your read on what they do well defensively? You saw a lot of stacked fronts from them. They'll move their guys around.
Yeah, they're very heavy on the inside. They do a really nice job really trying to contain and shut down the run. We got to be able to expose them a little bit throwing the ball. They like to man up their guys, and we got to be able to out-athlete them a little bit. But, too, we got to make sure that we're getting the ball out on time when we throw.
I see you got your fingers taped up. You ready to go in tonight if we need you, Coach?
We're always ready.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Yep, take care. Thank you.
And puts it on the deck, covered up by the Tigers, and they'll take things over for their first possession of the third quarter at their own 38. 9:17 left in the third. 13-13 is your score. Mobridge Pollock 5-2 at 2-5 duel. But the Cardinals have played just about everyone awfully close this year. They played Groton to the tune of 5. I think Roncalli to the tune of 9 points. First play of the second half is a shotgun handoff up the middle to Saxon. Saxon tries to side shuffle his way past a defender at the second level, and he'll end up at the 45 of the Tigers. So a gain of 7 on first down for Max Saxon, who, if you're just joining us, went over 1,000 rushing yards on the season with a 63-yard carry. That set up the Tigers' second score of the game, and one of the best sophomores you will see playing football in this state. He's lined up on the left hip of Jackson Eisman out of the shotgun. They throw it to the near side to Tyler Schmeichel, who motioned outside, breaks one tackle with the stiff arm, and he gets his way into dual territory past the first down line. Ends up as about another 7 for Mobridge Pollock, as they have been really slow and steady outside of that 63-yard Saxon run so far. And again, if you're just tuning in here recently, some changes on the offensive line. Cage Yellow, his first time on the offensive line at left tackle. And they've got Sebastian Oster there right now, it appears. Max Saxon gets the give on first down and 10 from the near hash and plows ahead for 3 or 4 on first down. So right now, but yeah, the starting lineup at least was Cage Yellow at left tackle. Axton Gate stays at left guard. White Ziegler stays at center, but you got Eli Eagle in place of Carter Schmeichel at right guard, and Carter Hintz starting at right tackle, but they've changed some things up. Looks like Fitzer at right tackle now and Oster at left tackle. Here's Saxon inside of left tackle on 2nd and 7, and he gets his way a little bit closer to that first down line, but it'll be a 3rd and short in dual territory. 7.5 minutes to play in the third quarter, 13-13. We're still tied. And Dual has had one full possession. They fumbled it, I think, on their 5th or 6th snap, and Mobridge Pollock on about their 5th or 6th snap of their first possession. We've already taken off half of the third quarter, all running plays, or there was a short throw at the line of scrimmage. Easton Eisman comes in a jet motion. He gets the ball. First down yardage for him. Ducks his way around a defender. Oh, he's still on his feet. How did he do that? That's a Tiger touchdown, Easton Eisman. He's been brilliant on the jet sweeps tonight. Atones for the fumble he had near the goal line at the end of the first half and makes it 19-13. Mobridge Pollock, their first lead tonight. Comes inside of 7 minutes left in the third. And like we've said before, if you can give him some space and allow him to get up to top speed, hard to catch from behind. And like I said, I wasn't sure how he ended up coming out of that. Looked like the Cardinals maybe had him dead to rights at around the 20. Here's Shooter Frederick for the extra point. Oh, Cardinals block it again, but we do have a flag comes out. I don't know, maybe Dual jumped off early. And a Dual Cardinal giving a shove to the kicker, Shooter Frederick. That was Caleb Tacroni there. 280-pound D tackle pushing the kicker around. And we do have a false start on Mobridge Pollock, which is declined. So Shooter Frederick has had 2 extra points blocked tonight. Mobridge Pollock has not gone for a 2-point play in a few weeks. 19-13. That is something they may look at the rest of the way. 6:57 left in quarter number 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Star 99. Shooter Frederick is about to kick things off for the Tigers as they go ahead for the first time tonight. 19-13 on the road over Dual. And about a 4-hour trip coming east for them today. Frederick approaches and puts another one towards the near sideline. This one will stay in bounds. Takes a weird hop with the Dual 20 on the near side, but picked up with another full head of steam. Dual with a good return out past the 40. Just short of the 45, and Gallardo on the dynamic return for Dual. They had a 78-yard kickoff return for Sather. That one went for over 20. So how about that? A couple of good kickoff returns tonight and a couple of blocked extra points. Special teams keeping Dual in this game. They trail by 6 about midway through quarter number 3, and here is Gavin Close at quarterback. Wildcat here again, no wide receivers, and Mobridge Pollock knows what play is coming, but Close still gets his way ahead for about 5. So how about this? Of every play that Dual has run in the third quarter, all but one have been basically the exact same look, where they've got a couple of tight ends and H-backs, but no men lined about wide, and Gavin Close as the shotgun quarterback, and he just goes straight ahead, and that's exactly the look that they'll come in here. They've got a different quarterback this time. He gets it at his ankles and brought down. That was Luke Olson. The corner came in after Wyatt Ziegler started it. And the quarterback that time, Brock Johnson, the freshman, 6'1", 145-pound running back. So that'll make it 3rd and 4 at the Dual 49. Gavin Close back in at quarterback. 3 Lead blockers line up to the right. Close puts his shoulder down. How did he stay on his feet? 45, tagged down by his shirt and still going inside the 40 of Mobridge Pollock. Gavin Close doing everything he can to try and help his team move the football. And I'll have to inquire about this during our next timeout. But again, reminder that we haven't seen the starting quarterback tonight, Aiden Seaver, since the end of the second quarter. Certainly doesn't look like a type of offense that you would run if you had more of a say in it. And this time, they've got Gabe Sather lined up as the quarterback. Another weird snap. Sather, oh, the ball stripped out again. It's on the deck. Who's got it? It looks like Dual will retain it this time. I think that was Shane Henderson that came to rip it out. He's been an expert at that over his career defensively. I don't recall if he was the one that forced it on the last possession, but second time in a row, the ball has ended up on the ground for Dual. That time they keep it, and it's up near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 at the Mobridge Pollock 40 coming up. 4:35 left in the third quarter. Mobridge Pollock, who took their first lead of the game on a 40-yard Easton Eisman touchdown run, they are ahead 19-13. Close. Heavy formation. This time they'll run the reverse to Sather again. Sather at pass line of scrimmage. Now with a quick burst of speed. Outside the numbers. Past the first down marker. And a Mobridge Pollock Tiger wrestles him out of bounds. Looked like maybe Luke Olson, one of the cornerbacks on the far side of the field. Sather took him for a little bit of a ride there. And a chunk play started from the 40 and ends up inside the 25, so call it a 17-yard run on the reverse for Gabe Sather, where Gavin Close faked quarterback power and handed it off to Sather, who broke it quickly outside. Here's Sather on another quarterback run, just shuffling his feet forward, and I think he got a couple on that play. And I think for Dual, that's all you can ask for at the very least, just move ahead 2 or 3. They're in a situation now where it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and occasionally you can throw a secondary pitch. But really, everyone in this building, including Mobridge Pollock and the coaches on the sideline, know what play is coming, and it's just, can our guys up front be better than yours? And right now, Dual, who started this possession at their own 35, have it at the 20 of Mobridge Pollock, all on rushing plays. They've swapped out a couple of quote-unquote quarterbacks. It's Gavin Close again with it here. He runs off to his left, and a couple of Tigers come in to drive him down. I don't think he got a gain on that play on that 2nd and 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and long. Clock inside of 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Dual trailing by 6. And you wonder again about 4-down territory as Close heads to the sideline, coming in number 27, Brock Johnson, the freshman running back. He did have a carry as kind of the wildcat man earlier on this drive. They've done it with Gabe Sather as well. But here is number 27, this slender freshman, Johnson, calling for the football on 3rd and 7. He goes off right tackle, and another stop by the Tigers defense. Eli Eagle, the big man, coming out of the pile. Yeah, you talk about whose guys are better. How about the 6'2", 315-pound senior, the homecoming king, Eli Eagle, with some penetration on the offensive line that time. Sets up a 4th and 4. And Gavin Close comes back in off the sideline. He'll replace Brock Johnson again. And are they just going to go with that inside run on 4th and 4? And with Close, he kind of has a second or two to shuffle and see which side of the offensive line can open up. And a timeout called by Mobridge Pollock, their first of the half. I believe first timeout either team has taken. Comes with 1:45 to go in the third. Timeouts tonight brought to you by Linsco Implement. They're your local Kubota dealer in Mobridge. Check them out at automotivecompanyin.com. Mobridge Pollock ahead of Dual 19-13. I'm afraid to go to break, so we'll keep it here. The luck that I'll have, they'll get the snap off before we come back. It's a big 4th and 4 play. Tigers burn a timeout to talk about it, and you could understand why. You got to make sure your run fits are there. They may bring a couple of linebackers on a blitz to shoot the gap, as they've done at times tonight. that may be the way to go here, because the chances of Dual throwing the football, with what we've seen, you would say probably less than 5%. We haven't seen any Aiden Sievers again since late in the first half. He's their sophomore starting quarterback. It's been Gavin Close, one of their running backs, as Dual has just tried to piece this together out of the Wildcat. And if this is just sort of an impromptu, let's build the plane as it's in the air, give a lot of credit to Dustin Horrigan and his coaching staff for maybe just drawing some stuff up on the sideline. 4th and 4 from the Mobridge Pollock 17. Close out of the shotgun, no wide receivers. It's 3 tight ends to the right. They go with the handoff. I think there might have been whistles, but they're going to let this play go, and he didn't get there. Gabe Sather on that reverse handoff, and he's short. So the timeout to Mobridge Pollock worked to perfection. That made sense as the play on 4th and 4, that if that's your only other play, if you've got 2 plays, that's the one that you would want to use in that spot, but Mobridge Pollock was there and ready for it.